Love languages are cool, but what do you say when you're hurt? It's a video idea I've had for a long time because it came from a moment where I myself was hurt and I just kind of thought about it for a little bit. And I was like, love languages are pretty cool because it says so much about a person. Like, without going into the depth, like, love languages for me isn't like going to the depths of, like, for example, what you like intimately. It's kind of just how you like to show affection from a scale of people you're close with to how you like to receive it, of course, and also like to like romantic partners and whatnot without having to get straight to like sexual, intimate, you know, situations. It's just kind of just like I said, just how you just show love. For instance, you have the main five, which they come from either what you lacked growing up to what you probably got a lot of growing up to just in general how you like to just be loved. And obviously these are just ways you like to be loved without having to really say too much. So it's like, for instance, physical touch that can range from your high fives, your bro fists, to kissing. Then we have words of affirmation, which is like I'm proud of you, I love you, good job, keep going, you're amazing. Then also you have your acts of service, which is your favors, to getting chores done for people, helping out, running to a store to get something for somebody, or hell, even like you want to hang off your bro, but like your bro's at work right now and they have to like finish stacking these shelves, for instance, and then they can go home and you show up near the end of their shift and like, hey, listen, let me help you stack these shelves up and you can leave earlier, you can boost and just yeah, you get nothing out of it monetarily, but yeah, there's acts of service. Obviously, a classic gift giving slash obviously receiving gifts yourself, and then a personal favorite of mine is quality time. Um, I think for me at least, I think quality time is my favorite one out of all of them, because the way I like to sum it up is like, because physical touch, it's like hugs and whatnot are great. Like, yeah, hugs, they're great. High fives and whatnot, bromances, bro fists. It's all great and stuff. From your bromances to your romances to your sistermances, I guess. Words of affirmation, of course. It's nice hearing positive stuff as well. Acts of service, gift giving. Those are all things that like I think they're just like for me at least. I think they're pretty great. Like I don't I'm like a show. I think it's not as if you pick one that's the only way you show love, but like yeah, I've definitely done and received all of those. But I think my personal favorite is quality time because I think the time you share with an individual is so unique. Like no two experiences can be the exact same, even with the same individual in the same hell day even. And obviously time is so without getting super existential here, time is so you know finite. Is that the right word? I'm pretty sure it is the right word. Just like at the end of the day, we don't know when we're gonna go. So the fact that like with the limited time that we have, because in the grand scheme of things, you could live to like you're 100 and still, that's just a blink in the grand scheme of time. I mean, now, I mean, look how old you guys watch. I just think like yesterday you were like it was probably like your first day in school, and how however old you are now, it's like damn that went by real fast. So yeah, I think I love of quality time's my favorite because it's like that's something you can't really get back, and of course, like I said already, it's so unique from person to person, and hell, you don't even need to do stuff like even just being bored together is nice. Even yeah, just quality time, just experiencing stuff together. That's my favorite one personally. But then I thought about recently what pain languages are because even with like the five love languages, right, they're just kind of like general things. Like if I had to go even deeper and go into specifics of like what I like, which this could come in under acts of service technically, but like if there's one thing I know that I do for sure to show love, like again, I love ha- quality time with people, but if there's one thing I do definitely to show love to people is I love sharing food in the sense of like the prime example is always going to be a case of, for example, you and your friend are out and then it's like, oh damn, you're hungry and you're like, damn, that place looks good. I want like some kebab. I want like a burger. I want something like you want food, but it's kind of like clear that like your friend with you ain't got like really they ain't got the funds right now for to be buying eat like food to eat out. But obviously, at least for me, food tastes better when it's with shared with other people. So yeah, it's like yeah, a lot of times I'll be like, bro, I don't care if you can't afford food, I can afford food, so I'm buying us food, bro, and buy us both food, we eat it, we enjoy it, and yeah, I don't know, like sharing food is something for me that's very up there. I don't know, I just think like, bro, I think vibes are just 10/10 when there's good food. Like, yeah. So sorry. Back to the pain languages. Pain languages is like how the five love languages are like super. What's it called? These are just general ideas I thought of and came up with essentially. Also, I'm not going to claim that these are completely original because obviously, if I look at this up later, it'll probably be like, oh, actually, it's some sort of pain language. And ironically enough, they actually do correspond to blah 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 blah. Um, but like again, people hurt very differently. So these are just like kind of broader terms, essentially. Especially one of the other ones I've put down in here. Jesus, very broad. Kind of in the realm of reaching. But yeah, because in the same way people love in specific ways, I think we all hurt in specific ways, and a lot of the time we're never really in situations we can just kind of say, "Yo, I'm hurt." Like no matter how comfortable you are, especially in bigger groups. I don't know, that's just a me thing, but like, it's just really hard to just kind of say like, "Yo, I'm upset," and it's just like you'd rather people, and I think a lot of people we've all been there where it's like you wish like people would just either notice that you're hurt and do something, or like don't just ignore the fact that you're aching essentially, if that makes sense. And again, this isn't gonna go as far as like the self harm route and like suicidal route. This is like general, just kind of like I'm not feeling okay right now. This is how I'm showing what I'm going through. And I guess I kind of also correlated them to a love language as well. Just I don't know really why. There's no real benefit to doing so, but I don't know. I just thought it'd be easier to just kind of map it out for me. So I think to start off with how there's physical touch, which is like I guess the old time classic love language. I put aggression slash agitation for the pain language equivalent. So where I talk about it is it's not like mainly especially because like it's not really aggression like you have anger issues. It's just more so like it's like the classic like things that before didn't annoy you or things that just in general shouldn't really be ticking you off that much are now like setting you off. Like, not trying to say you're being exaggerative, but it's just like from an outside perspective, it's like this is really getting you that mad, yo. Are you good? What's going on? And the reason why it's like aggression, agitation, because it's like again, there's the basic agitation of like yeah, just certain things are just setting you off faster, and it's also because you're upset about something, you're hurt. It's a classic thing, and it doesn't have to. And again, it doesn't have to be like violent or just like as like an anger issue kind of thing. It obviously you can get bit too. I'm not saying anger issues aren't valid, but I think in the context of like friendships and like relationships in general, the aggression part is more so something I learned recently, which I was like, that's actually wow. It was something I learned, and I was like, I've definitely experienced this, or probably have also definitely been scared to do this to other people. And it's a different type of aggression known as relationship aggression, where it's kind of like you almost feel very domineering. I see. Sometimes words come to my mind, but I know I feel like I've heard someone before, but I don't know. I'm scared I'm not using it right. I'm just sound like a fake intellectual. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with it. Domineering, dominating, kind of. Hopefully, you get the gist. And the idea behind this relationship aggression is just like you're very demanding of this other person. For example, their time, their like just attention. It's just very much like constantly like, belling them, like calling their line and being like, "Hey, where are you? Need you?" Blah blah blah. And it's like it's always a thin line between like, am I being super needy, slash, am I like just reaching out? Because like I think everyone has gone to that mode where like that feeling where like they are upset and hurt, but they just don't want to come off as an attention seeker, even though it's like, bro, reaching out isn't attention seeking. But like you just kind of get that. You just kind of feel so self conscious because I feel like everyone has that. Like again, I feel like we've all been there where it's like anyone else, if you told me you had issues, I'd be more. If you have something going on with you and you didn't tell me, I'd be more upset that you didn't tell me than if you did tell me. Like, I wouldn't be upset if you did tell me. I'd be more upset because it's like you deny me the honor of being there for you, essentially. But then when the roles are reversed, I'm like, nah, they probably got their own thing going on, so like I shouldn't really be a bother that to them. um, but yeah, so a relationship aggression is one that I definitely feel like I'm always scared of um accidentally becoming overbearing, essentially, because it's not great. Obviously, it's like it's not your fault I'm feeling bad. Um, but or maybe something that actually might be a little bit. If you're in a relationship and you feel like they're not loving you, it could be that as well. Like, it could show up as you demanding, like, hey, take me on more dates, treat me better, stuff like that, essentially. But yeah, so that's aggression slash agitation for the physical touch equivalent in the pain languages. And next, this was an obvious one. The words of affirmation equivalent in pain languages would be obviously silence, because, and first of all, silence in the sense of just being quiet, because I think that's one of the like it's like a tale as old as time type type B, because like, yeah, if someone who is super loud, extroverted, is now suddenly quiet, isn't saying niche, is just, yeah, sitting there quietly, or like the person who already is quiet is even quieter than normal. Like the fact that someone who is already known to be quiet is somehow being even quieter than normal, surely that's already a goddamn sign that like something's up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, what more can they say? The silence is quite literally deafening. So yeah, we all had those moments where we just sat there in silence, just upset because whether it's you don't want to ruin the vibe, or just whatever, you just don't know how to express what you're saying. So you just choose to rather hold your tongue than actually speak out. And it's like, that does hurt when it's like you are clearly not, like, silence is just like an obvious sign that someone's clearly not okay, and it does hurt. Like, I feel like a lot of us have been there. I've definitely been there where like clearly I've been upset about something, and it's like, not trying to be an attention seeker, but it's like, damn, I'm really sat here silently in pain, and not one person is like, yo, you good? Like, you really good? Yeah, we don't even get to the you really, really good bit. But it's not like, because we don't even get to the bit that's like, yo, you good? So like, silence is like, that should be a no-brainer. Like I said, if someone who isn't quiet is quiet now, or like someone who isn't who someone who already is quiet is even quieter than normal. Come on, man. Like, and again, there's also like a different type of quiet. Like someone who's just being quiet for a little bit, like maybe they're lost in thought a little bit, or just whatever. That's still them being quiet. But then like, when someone's actually quiet because they're hurting, I don't know. It's like, it's hard to explain, but there's a vibe. It's like when them ones, like, when you see it, you'll understand if you don't already. But if you do, you get where I'm coming from right now. And yeah, so words of affirmation, pain language equivalent would be silence. And now this one is where it kind of gets to the like, this almost feels like a reach, but not really. So acts of service equivalent I thought of was escapism in pain languages, and what I mean by that is, it's not exactly like, for example, something that'll come up later on that like you could probably guess, but like what's coming up, but still, escapism is kind of like someone doing something more purely to, like, escape reality. Like, for example, you've seen like a couple TikToks about it being like that class clown when they get home and it's like, bro's just on, as they say, on the game, um just 24/7. And it's like, sure, we all love video games, but like, for example, especially if like we're getting older and stuff, it's like, damn, bro is really like, like, every time you're online, you see bro's been online for like a dummy amount of hours, and is just playing this one game over and over and over again. um or like, it's like, or it can even be like, you just see they're like out going on a lot of like, oh, yeah, especially for someone that's like a homebody, and now all of a sudden they're out just like going on long night walks, listening to music, they got stuff on their mind. um or like, for instance, they're going on more and more like, drives by themselves. Um, and then also it can go as far as, like substance abuse, alcohol, weed, or it can even go in like a weird in between where it's like gymming a lot. Like obviously people like with gym, but like some people it's like, damn, you're kind of spending a lot more time in the gym than normal. It's like that one's a really hard one to realize. It's like one of the ones where like I feel like you only really see it in the moment, or you really understand after it's been going on. Like unlike agitation and silence, where it's like in the moment you should really be able to tell like what. Come on now, like in the moment you should really be able to tell like yo something ain't right. But escapism is just one of them ones where it's like, but obviously it varies in like what they're using to escape from their problems. But like at the same time, it's one where it's like it will take a bit to realize. And once you do realize again, you should just act as soon as possible. Because again, obviously, it sometimes it might be as simple and sweet as like but like long late night walks with music, or just playing a game a lot, or even like maybe going to the gym a lot, to driving a lot. Yeah, well, driving a lot, especially in this economy, it's like damn, how you affording petrol? Come on now. But yeah, so driving a lot to like yeah, like I said earlier, substance abuses of alcohol, weed, other harder substances. Again, it's not. I don't think escapism like escapism is not anywhere near as like like I said earlier, the pain language in general aren't supposed to be anywhere near the self harm route. But obviously, escapism can get to that, and a lot of the times it is like another kind of softer. I don't really want to say softer self harm, but like you know what I'm trying to say. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. But like yeah, escapism, it's not one like you can really fault people for not seeing in a moment. But it's like again, once you do notice it, you should say something. So yeah, that was the one that was kind of hard because it was like originally I wanted to just put like just substance abuse only, but then I kind of realized again substance abuse can quite easily lead to like just a general addiction slash um, self harm route. But then in general, it's like people just do shit to escape, and there's a lot of things people do to escape. So it isn't just substances. There's like I said, many things people do to escape, which is why that one felt like a bit of a stretch. But like I think I've explained it well enough for you guys to grasp what I mean by that, and hopefully understand why it's here. Um, I don't really know. I don't really understand why. I know it's me who like put it there. Looking at it and looking at everyone. I don't know. I guess this. I mean, like after like three out of the five of them, like I said, physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time will and have all just like made it, I guess, perfect like mirror sense. Acts of service and gift giving just kind of feel like not stretches, but just very like it requires a lot more thinking to it. And now we're getting on to gift giving, and I put conditional self worth, and this is definitely what I feel like I struggle with a lot. And conditional self worth is kind of the idea of believing that if I actually this makes sense. It's like it's the idea of like if I show up and be quote unquote useful, um, then no, that's a better way to put it. I'll just put it in the way I would say it, which is I sometimes feel like if I am not needed, I am therefore not loved, and therefore because I am not needed and not loved, I'm replaceable, forgettable. Like it's a really bad mentality to get into, and a bad like pain language to have. But like yeah, conditional self worth shows up in like for example, always being available, right? Like because especially even when you get older and stuff, it's like if someone is always available, like hell, don't worry, I love me a side quest, right? I love me a side quest, but like if there's someone that that like no matter what time of day it is, bro. Like it could be 4 a.m. and you could say, "Hey, I'm about to go to my nan that lives 4 hours away. Do you want to hop in and join me on this trip?" And then they'll be up for some reason at that time and be like, yeah, we ball," um, or even not. They'll just kind of like even just say, oh, I can't right now, but I swear, just give me some time, I'll be able to do it later. Like, always available and always ready to help or want to help, is in there. I'd say always over apologizing for very minor issues, like, so like it's a classic, like someone says sorry a lot, and then I'll see someone to go, stop saying sorry all the time, or what are you sorry for? Yeah, so they always over apologizing. In general, just like, just believing that your self worth is tied to what you do and not who you are. Like, you have trouble in general believing that you can just be loved for being yourself. You don't need to be doing something to. Should have Loki. This should have been acts of service. Sorry, this Loki should have been acts of service. Also, I want you to know, like, on my screen right now, I literally just have, like, I don't have an actual like script. It's just like the title of the video, the five love languages written down. Then we've got the pain languages and their correspondence written down. And I've got like physical touch equals aggression slash agitation, word of affirmation equals silence, acts of service equals escapism, gift giving equals conditional self worth, which is where we're at right now. So so I feel like I'm just going on all these tangents and stuff, but no. So conditional self worth is just like something to mainly sum it up is yeah, just at least for me, is just needing to prove that you are worth being loved, which again, it's like escapism, where like it's not as easy to see as silence and like agitation, but like you can I feel like at some point, again, it's one of the ones you can kind of tell when someone is really overextending themselves, like bending themselves backwards to, it's basically just high end people pleasing is an easier way to look at it. It's just high end people pleasing. Which I feel like everyone gets into like a little bit of a people pleasing trap, especially younger people, like in high school, for instance, where like it's not an attempt to be like loved by everybody. I never understand how people pleasing actually like starts. Especially like I guess I'm just coming from my perspective, because like there's never like a moment when I was super young where I was thinking like, oh wow, I need to really you know like be a class clown or whatever, to like kind of like get attention, to like, not saying all class clowns are just attention seekers or whatever, but yeah, I don't know how people pleasing starts. Like it's just kind of like, you're a nice person, you kind of be nice to everybody, because it's like no one's giving you reason to be mean. And then I don't really fully know. That's an interesting thing to think about, is how people pleasing comes about when it's not related to like a clear cut like traumatic chain of events or event that happened to lead to it. But I'm gonna move on. You get the gist. Conditional self worth, and then the last one is quality time. The pain language equivalent to quality of time is disappearing slash vanishing slash hard to come by. To sum it up with another general phrase, like I did for conditional self worth, it's I am everywhere but where you look. And this is one I definitely know for a fact I struggle with hardcore. It's like another way you can put it is like self isolation as well. It's like you just vanish when conflict arises. You just literally just go. Like you go, you hide away. You don't want to see the world, face the world. You isolate yourself, and self isolation is really crazy. Like, you generally go insane so quickly, and you quickly like just feel like everybody hates you even more than like. Don't worry, man. It won't be. Hopefully, most cases it's not true, but like, I don't know, just being by yourself and just in your head, you're just a victim. You're just a victim to just so much things going wrong for you. Yes, but disappearing in general. Sorry to stay on focus. It is like 6, 7. Oh no, I don't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, it is currently 6:40 in the morning. Jesus, I can't. I can't believe I'm gonna disappear after this. But to be back on track. The disappearing thing is just like, I mean, everyone has their own reasons why they disappear. Like for me, I can tell you for free, this is a very trauma related one for me. Like it is the Irish goodbye. It is very linked into like stuff that happened to me when I was younger, where like the only way I can show that I am truly hurt is just by disappearing. Like no no slow detachment, no like warning, just like cold turkey. 1 minute I'm here, 1 minute I'm gone. Basically, like I'm dead, essentially. Um, yeah, it's one I'm still working on, it's one I'm still struggling with. I think I'm getting better in the sense of like at least when I'm upset and I'm just like in a whole, I'm just in a whole other like mental state of anger where I'm not really thinking correctly. I'll whip out with like, yeah, I'm gone. Bye. Like I'm at least giving like a bye, and granted, I don't actually disappeared on people like that. It lasts like a good, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and then it's like I don't know. I come back to reality. Slash, I've got amazing people in my life who are like, yo, I know you're hurting. This is just how you hurt. Trust me, it's okay. Um, but yeah, that is just how what I believe and deem are the pain languages. These might have probably been like no surprises to people. I hope some of these might have been like eye opening, but like, and more importantly, I really hope that a lot of you have at least can sit back and kind of, I guess, reflect and think, which one of these do I showcase when I am hurt? Slash, maybe you find, maybe you, yeah, which one is it? Which one do you showcase? I feel, because again, I feel like we all go through like, at least, especially with pain language, I think we all go through at least three of them. Like, I think aggression and silence, like, there are going to be very common ones, and like escapism, conditional self worth, and disappearing are going to be like more like very specific ones. But like, yeah, I guess I just kind of want to make a video that just opens up a discussion basically around this. So yeah, no, like literally hop in the comments and discuss. Like, drop what you think, or what you rather probably know is your pain language. If you feel comfortable sharing your experiences and how that's impacted your life, and I hope I just hope I've just been able to give you a little like self-reflection inspiration in this amazing gap session while you watch me horribly die in Minecraft over and over again. It's generally been years since I've played this game. I think the last time I touched this Minecraft in general would have been when the Phantoms dropped, which was what, 2021, 2022. So yeah, yeah, whenever the Phantoms dropped, like the bat things in the sky, yeah, that was the last time I played this game. So I feel like a proper unk, which is crazy because like I was an OG. I was there in the early days of Minecraft. I was an addict, but a pro, some would even say. But anyways, goodbye.